back on the part 2 of the right hand valance repair, or the right hand corner of the Ranchero repair. What I have now, I'm going to have to build this piece here. Well, just right down to here and then down to there. But I'm going to have to fill in this first, I believe. This little area. So I have this piece cut, and I'm just thinking about this, so that's why I'm kind of... And I don't like the... You can see the angle of this. This isn't right yet. Yes, you put it up against the angle where it's going to be going right here, and it's not right. So I still need to tip that a little bit more. So I'm not happy with that. But this is what will be going in there. Is this piece, like so, and so that's pretty much it. Just guys, I'll get the other hand up here. So it just kind of go down, and where that line is down there, that's where it terminates based on the other side. So I'll have to get that welded in. But from, I'll just put it right down here. From here up, or we'll say here up, I need to build this section. So this piece will have to angle, sorry, get up on here. I'll have to build this section up here. So it kind of comes out to a point. Actually, no, it comes, yeah, it goes to a point down to here, so that I have to duplicate that point down to here, and then it goes flat. But before it transitions to this area, it goes in, so it has to follow this curve. So I'm going to weld a piece on here first, and I'm going to do the same on this side. I want to fill this piece in too, because then all I have to do when I make the side piece is just pretty much a flat section. I don't know if you can see that or not. Just a flat section like that. I like to keep those holes as reference. I don't really want to lose them. It looks very solid. This part up here, this bracket that went up here, the torsion spring bracket, if it's off the thickness of the metal, which it most likely will be when I weld that in, it'll move it over. But I want to have that plate on the back and the holes drilled before I put this on. So it'll likely shift over by the thickness of the metal. This one here, I don't want to lose where those holes are, because your tailgate adjusts all off of that. This is just hooks to another rod, so that's not a big deal if it's off 18 gauge thickness of a metal. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a piece for here and weld it in. I'm going to weld in a piece for there. All right, this piece for here, I'm going to make it one section, so it'll go all the way down to here. It'll have a bend in it. It'll likely be sticking out at first. I'll just chop it off, weld both sides. All this will be welded both sides. So I really have to come around this corner here with a little piece of metal. I could use this little section here, but I'm just going to hang on to it. I want to keep this the length it is for now, and then I'll work on that after. One piece at a time. Like the Johnny Cash song, one piece at a time. So I'll grab a little piece of metal, a couple of pieces, and I'll get those welded in. And I'll get back to you. right, I got mostly ground down. I got more grinding to do on it, but I want to fit it a little bit. Ground the back. I left quite a bit on the back because I want it to be strong. This is a structural part of the car. But what's going on, because I filled this area in. Now I'm going to have to cut out the piece that's in behind because it won't fit. It won't fit in there very nice, very flat. I mean, it fits, but it won't settle down because there's material in the way. So I have to get rid of that old. So I'll just cut this out for now. Make room for it. I'll mark it off, my parameters, and then I'll go at it. This here is going to be a no piece anyway over here, so, but I'll cut it. I'll just mark it off with a marker or scribe it, and then get rid of all this old stuff because then this is no good anymore. It's all, I have a piece for this. I want to keep these index holes for now until I'm 100% sure, and that's it. And then we'll have to tackle getting that out and getting it transferred to here. Now I drilled a couple of holes through it. It shouldn't be a problem. I missed it with there, but there shouldn't be a problem getting that transferred over. All right, be back to you.
I gave you all like an addict, had enough with bad habits, bad habits.
All right, I got it held in place with the chicken lips. These guys right here, they work pretty good for these kinds of things. I lost my reference holes. I scribed it, so I think it's pretty good. I don't know what I really did down there, but anyway, I can add a piece on because this piece appears to be the lip. Goes down in the lip. I had to fix all this anyway. Actually, yeah, it's all one piece. It looked to be. But I think it was only just a lip, so I'll have to just make a strip and then bring it back up here when I repair this, and then I'll tie it into that. Because that wasn't on top. That was that's part of that. This is part of that. There's all one. It was pressed as one, which is kind of elaborate corners and bends. Anyway, we'll get the chicken lips off, and then I'll show you what's underneath. One chicken lip off. I'm going to call them chicken lips because I don't know what they're clamps. Pleato clamps. But I like chicken lips better. So now, you might have seen in the time lapse, if I included in the editing, taking pictures. And I like to take a lot of pictures as I go. So anyway, I've got now, the next piece I could start the inner piece while I still have this bent lip from the bed bottom. I'm not sure because it looks like it actually stopped right about there, but then it goes way down to here. But this piece belongs to the inner piece. These two pieces belong. Where's my pointer? There we go, right here. So this piece and this piece are the same. This looks to have been rolled. It likely would have had an arch in it. I'm going to check the other side to see if it's still there. But I really don't have a lot of reference, but I do know that's a factory cut, that's a factory cut. And I'm guessing it may have went straight down, but I'm betting on that it rolled a bit. But I will look at the other side, and hopefully it's still there. If not, I'll just make an executive decision. And then this piece here tucks in back of the lip. I don't know if you can see it or not. See the lip, it ends right there of the bed. And that's all one piece, that's all rolled there. It goes over to the actual, so this is all one piece. So this would have been split, and I noticed that in back of here, I don't know if I can see, no, you can't see it in there. But you can feel in behind, and well, it goes straight up now, but I believe it was, well, you can see right there, yeah. So that's a corner taken right out. So it wasn't tight. Before I took this out, you could see light through the side marker hole right through. There was a big gap there. These weren't built to be super tight and probably let the water out. Well, water can get out anywhere around the tailgate. Doesn't matter about that. But anyway, I'm going to go like that. But I will check the other side first. And I can see where that part of it goes right down to here. And I don't know how long. It seemed to end there. I have the, like again, when you're cutting these parts off, save these pieces, and then kind of get a reference of where they went. All right, so now you have a piece that you can maybe help put the piece all together. This one is actually, I don't believe it went in there. Well, anyway, I'll find it where it goes. But I marked it, but I know I took pictures of it. And then where was the other piece? Right here. Oh, I got the bolt block out, bolt plate out of it, and the holes are in the bolt plate. So I know that in relation to the new piece that I'm putting in that I just built, that'll be fine. I did have another piece around here. A lot of dirt. I can show you. Oh, here it is down here. This is the section I was looking for. So this section here tells quite a bit of information as well. You can see how it's got a factory edge on it and whatnot. So yeah, we'll get her. She'll all come. Oh yeah, that was that piece that went in here, wasn't it? All right, that's where that went. So that's a factory edge. So you can see how that curved around. And this piece only came, yeah, so that's how that was. It actually looked, by the looks of it, it had a bit of a crimp on it too, like a little bit of an indent. Sweet. So I'm saving all those little pieces. And fortunately I take pictures because I will never remember where they all go, ever. Seems like a minute after you take them out, you've forgotten. But look at the stuff just in that, That's a lot of dirt. So I'll clean up in here, and I'm gonna call this piece, as far as videoing, done, because you guys don't need to see me grinding and whatnot. It's pretty rough on this corner over here. And I think it's a little bit too long still. I think it's going to be behind here and it won't line up, so I may have to cut that back off. That's why I didn't spend a lot of time on it. And cut it back off and bring it in just the thickness of the steel plate. But I'll make a decision. I can do that anytime when I go to start fitting it. This was swollen from the rust. So this actually does sit back a little bit further right here in that spot where I did it. And there's a spot where they welded it on. There's a spot weld hole down there. And I'm gonna try to get this plate off, but I'll do that with an off camera. Just drilling and getting holes, drilling off the spot welds. All right, thanks.